again, thank you very much for attending the service today. Again, welcome to San Jose Buddhist Church Bitsing. Our church is a part of the Buddhist Churches America, headquartered in San Francisco. The Buddhist Churches America is affiliated with Jodo Shinshu Buddhism in Kyoto, Japan. So our church's origin can be traced back to the early Ise pioneers who immigrated around the turn of the 20th century. So this church began in August 1902, so which is about 120 years. Wow, long history. So when ministers journey from San Francisco to conduct the Buddhist services. So earlier, this San Jose Buddhist Church Betsy was the branch church of the San Francisco Buddhist Church. The first temple was constructed in 1907, so which is about 115 years ago. Yeah, again, long history. And when Reverend Honen Takahashi was the first president minister. So it is the first temple was constructed 115 years ago. And this current temple was completed in 1937, about 85 years ago. Yeah, still all history. So the name of this Buddhist school is Buddhist temple is Jodo Shinshu, or True Pure Land Buddhism, which is the largest Buddhist sect in Japan. So where I'm from, the place I'm from, the same place. So like other sects, it poses a path to awaken to the reality revealed over 2,500 years ago by Sakamoto Buddha in India. A reality he found by seeking the resolution to the perennial existential questions of the sickness, old age, and death. And looking for the happiness and the peace within the harsh conditions of life that challenge all of us. The Buddha revealed the source of our discontent is our attachment to ego. Not the other people's their attitude or these. Our attachment to ego. The path that he offered to minimize this attachment ultimately encouraged many to renounce our ordinary life and become monastics. And in 13th century Japan, Shinran Shonin, which is portrait, he's in a portrait on the right side of the Buddha. He's a Shinran Shonin. Do you see him? Yeah. So that's a Shinran Shonin. He's a founder of Jodo Shinshu tradition. He's the first Tendai Buddhist monk. So after 20 years of rigorous monastic practice at Mount Hiei, however, honesty and integrity persuaded him that he was unable to let go of his attachment to ego. So he left the monastery on Mount Hiei to follow Honen, who is a monk who was advocating new form of Buddhism that accepted egocentric nature and was suited for the common working people, not just monastics. So Honen's new perspectives, which Shinran developed even further, to reveal that even with our egocentric attitude, the sense of wisdom and compassion, referred to as Shinjin, or true interesting heart, still prevails. And so down to today, the point of Jodo Shinshu practice has been to shift our minds from the constant desire of the ego to appreciation for this underlying aura and the benefits we have already received. And Shinran Shonin wrote more than 500 verses, hymns, to express his joy and the gratitude of teaching in his life. Shinran writes like this. So I'm gonna share that one of his hymns that my favorite. Shinran writes, "The light of compassion that grabs us, illuminates, and protects us always. The darkness of our ignorance is already broken through. Still the clouds and mists of greed and desire, anger and hatred, cover as always a sky of true and real changing. But though the light of sun is veiled by clouds and mists, beneath the clouds and mists there is brightness, not dark." This is my favorite. In this verse, the clouds and mists represent the source of our discontent, egocentric desire noted by the Buddha in the second noble truth, the cause of suffering. Our basic ignorance and attachment to our ego self cover the sky for the truth. Yet Shinran Shonin points out that even with these hindrances, there is still brightness, not dark. So the sun is always shining. Shinran Shonin continues. When our realizes changing, seeking a revering, attaining a great joy, one immediately lead crosswise, closing up the 5 evil courses. This crosswise leap, which provides a profound shift of perspective, so poses a path to awakening that is not reliant on future expectation. Instead, it's based on a realistic assessment of our present condition. So this tradition focuses on what has been received as opposed to what may be achieved. So you might have heard our reciting Namo Amida again and again, over and over today. You might wonder, what is Amida? Namo Amida, what are they saying? Maybe, right? So this is called Nembutsu. Although we have no practice in that tradition, but if we say we have a practice in this tradition, maybe Namo Amida is a practice in tradition. The practice of Nembutsu, evoking the Buddha of the Pure Land, called AMIDA in Japanese, by voicing Namo Amida Butsu, is an expression of gratitude. The characteristic posture for Nembutsu, as I told you, this gassho, in gassho, with palms together close to chest, with head slightly lower, may be seen as a posture of player petition to have reality than to our favor. Right? So voicing Namo Amida Butsu, however, creates a shift in the practitioner's own way of thinking. So we change our reality by seeing what is already here. As Shinran Shonin said, so there is brightness, not dark. So this Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu, isn't a prayer that petitions for something better than we have now. Nothing changed on the outside. Rather, the change occurs inside. But to simplify this idea, we might capture the attitude that asks reality to satisfy ego with a single word, please, thank you. On the other hand, describes the essence of Nembutsu by acknowledging an approach to awakening. This is the practice of shifting our mindset from an attitude of please, to the reality of thank you. The Shinran Shonin tells us that by reciting the Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu, we realize though we still beneath the clouds or ignorance, greed and hatred, but the joy of life. It is a message we need to hear at precisely this time in history. So the Jodo Shinshu's practice is not based on belief in an uncertain, better future, but instead places emphasis on the present moment, this here and now. That moment made possible by the cause and the condition of the past. many take for granted for the effort that generations of humans have made, along with the interdependence of all life forms that contributes to our being here and now. So taking these factors into consideration, we may even realize that the odds of our human birth on this small planet in vast universe, coupled with the condition of life we inhabit in this moment on our billion-year evolutionary timeline, are truly infinitesimal. Yeah. So with nature, thought of gratitude in mind, so we can move our focus from our treasure depth to joy of birth. So in other words, as I said, Obon is an important time of the year to remember our loved ones. But it is referred to as a gathering of joy in other name. So it is a really important opportunity to be able to gather together and share the joy of living with our important people. So I'm really happy to be able to get together with you here and share being here, share the joy of being here with everyone together again. Okay. So thank you for listening. So we're gonna open the question. So if you have a question, please go ahead and raise your hand. And are the Buddhism different? Oh, it's a good question. So, actually, as I said earlier, this tradition came from Japan. So our temple